So here I have a cross. It's something small and simple, made of wood, but it's very meaningful to me. It doesn't look like much to some, but for me it represents a big part of who I am and what I want to become. The cross reminds me of where I want to go in life, um, not just in terms of goals or achievements, but the kind of person that I want to be. It helps me focus on things that really matter. Um, when I get overwhelmed or very busy, it's kind of like an anchor or a compass all in one. The cross itself makes me think about my relationship with God. It reminds me of how I want to live my life with purpose and meaning, not just go through the motions. Whenever I feel lost or unsure, this small little cross reminds me of the bigger picture. It reminds me that I'm not alone, that He's always with me. It reminds me of my family, my friends, the relationships I have with people, and even with just people who come in and out of my life on a daily basis. I want to live my life in such a way that it reflects kindness, patience, and love. It's easy to get caught up in our everyday lives, but this little cross reminds me to be present for others and not just think about myself. I keep this cross in my pocket or by my bed, not because it's fancy, not because it's valuable. It's not really worth any money or anything, um, but it keeps me grounded. It reminds me of the person that I'm trying to become. When I look at it, or when it's in my pocket, I rub on it, and it reminds me of the kind of life I want to have, the kind of life I'm trying to build. Um, the one that's full of meaning, guided by faith, and centered on things that last. So, yes, it's just a small cross. Wooden, probably doesn't mean much to others, but it says a lot about what I value. It helps me remember that no matter what comes my way, I want to live a life full of love, with intention, and with strong sense of who I am and what I stand for. Thank you for listening.